What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button, and if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this beautifully honest reaction.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feel so nice.
Hey, what's up, you guys? So listen, Umar Johnson, it just seems to never stop. So he recently went off on some chapter of the BLM, Black Lives Matter, because I guess they got him canceled from an event. And it's just kind of ironic because in his commentary, he is talking about the BLM being for non-traditional families while he is a Black family advocate. Traditional Black family, shall we say. But it's kind of hypocritical, or maybe 100% extremely hypocritical, that he talks about being a traditional Black family advocate. Hey, maybe you could be an advocate for something that you are not a part of, but when you seem to be the direct antithesis of what the Black family traditionally looks like, meaning you are married and creating children, not creating a bunch of broken homes and broken promises, and then you're out here talking about how you are going to have 2 wives. And how old is Umar Johnson at this point? Like, are you going to eventually get married to these 2 women when you're 55 years old? I mean, I'm just saying. And look, I'm not judging anyone who has been just a focused visionary on their life's purpose, and then eventually you want to settle down and be in a relationship. That's one thing. But to just be out here making babies all over the place, living in your mama's house, allegedly not really taking care of that mother, that person is on public assistance. And it just kind of seems like you're just waiting for your opportunity to swoop in and take the property that she owns. But in the meantime, you're just going to stay in one of the spare bedrooms in the house. Is weird. But let's get into what he had to say, because I listened to this and I was just like, this is absolutely hilarious. But before we get into the hilarity of what he had to say, I want to share this with you guys. So let's just go ahead and get into this video first.
We are infamous. It's the MG scam record. We're coming. Shango stick, Django stick. He hit you with Shango stick. He slick, Shango stick. Umar the master play. Tricking around the world, road ain't no greater. Into you deep nasty behavior. Hit you with Django stick, he did you favor. Umar bragging on the Django stick, oh yeah. Hotel day, can't be late. Better with that donation, so that I can't wait. Ghana, South Africa, Cameroon, Nigeria, another time, Django skate. Put in work, call it overtime. Baby, another donation, and you will be mine. Never trust a man with that repeat his words 3 times. The Django stick, on the hunt for another big booty behind. Django stick, Django stick, we hit you with Django stick. He slick. Umar Johnson flying all over the world, top picking America. Django stick. Yeah, yeah. Umar the master player, tricking around the world, ain't no greater. Into you deep nasty behavior, hit you with Django stick. Master manipulator. Umar bragging on the Django stick. Hotel date, can't be late. Paid her with a donation money, so the thought can't wait. Ghana, Shango stick, South Africa, Shango stick, Cameroon, Shango stick. Brothers and sister is his favorite line. Never trust a man with that repeats his words 3 times.
right, guys, I just had to share that, but that is courtesy of FDMG Scam Records. I have the full video link in the description box, so you can go and check it out, and you can go and check out the other content because they have a lot of funny content when it comes to lyrically coming for Umar Johnson. I haven't seen anything like it, but if you have heard Umar Johnson talking about the Shango stick, then that was just absolutely hilarious. But anyway, guys, let's get into Umar Johnson and him calling out this chapter of BLM and how they tried to get him canceled, or maybe they actually did. But to me, what I found was funny was him talking about he is so for the traditional black family. But let's go ahead and get into this.
When one of us hurts, all of us hurts. When one of us hurts, all of us hurts. And while we going through this, we got reactionaries in the black community. While we going through this, we got reactionaries in the black community trying to silence the warriors of the community. And the founder of Black Lives Matter Pittsburgh tried to get me canceled from today's convention because I don't support rainbow ganging. And because I don't support rainbow ganging, she wanted me snatched from today's conference. I'm the foremost certified school psychologist for our people in this country. I'm not coming to Pittsburgh to talk about rainbow ganging. I am not here to discuss rainbow ganging. I am here to talk about the state of Black Pennsylvania. I am here to talk about the state of Western Pennsylvania. I am here to talk about our brothers and sisters in Allegheny County, McKeesport, Penn Hills. I am here to talk about Black Pennsylvania. Try to get me canceled because I don't agree with your lifestyle. I don't have to agree with your lifestyle. Muslims don't agree with Christians, but that doesn't mean they wish harm against them. Democrats don't agree with Republicans, but that doesn't mean they wish harm against them. Communists don't agree with capitalists, but that doesn't mean they wish harm against them. What I find so hypocritical about your community, what I find so hypocritical about your community, Miss Black Lives Matter, what I find so hypocritical about your community is y'all preach tolerance. Y'all want everybody to be tolerant towards you. You want everybody to be tolerant about you, but you don't want to tolerate nobody else's opinion. You don't want to tolerate anybody else's perspective. Y'all don't want to tolerate what everybody else feels. Everybody's supposed to tolerate you. Everybody's supposed to sit down and just let you do whatever you want to do, but you don't want to sit down and let other people do what we want to do. I have never wished harm against your people, but you lied to the community. You lied to the community and said, I wished harm against your people. I have never wished death or destruction against your people, but you lied to the Pittsburgh community. You lied to the Pittsburgh community. You tried to make them think that I'm a hater of your community. You tried to make them think that I wish harm and destruction against your community. You are dishonest, you are disingenuous, and you are a hypocrite. I thought Black Lives Matter was for all black people. I thought Black Lives Matter was for all black people. I get it. Black Lives Matter is only for black people who support rainbow ganging. Then say that and stand on it. If Black Lives Matter is only for black people who support rainbow ganging, then say that and stand on it. How dare you try to stop me from coming to Pittsburgh, a place where I've only been a handful of times? How dare you try to get me canceled from today's Black Health and Equity Summit? How dare you, with my credentials, my experience, my background, my expertise, how dare you try to get me canceled from today's convention? Because I don't agree with your lifestyle. I don't have to agree with you. Barack Obama doesn't dictate my political beliefs. Joe Biden doesn't dictate my political beliefs. The Black Lives Matter organization doesn't dictate my political beliefs. I have a right to feel how I feel. I have a right to think how I think. I have a right to be who I am, and nobody's going to force me to accept anything that I consider to be a threat. Nobody's going to force me to accept anything that I consider to be a threat to the survival of the traditional black family. Let me be very clear. I am a traditional black family advocate. You are a non-traditional black family advocate, and that's all right. I'm a traditional black family advocate, man, woman, child. You are a non-traditional black family advocate, and that's all right. We can agree to disagree, but I will never try to get you banned. I will never try to get you censored. I will not go behind your back and spread lies against you just because I don't agree with you like you did me. Miss Black Lives Matter Pittsburgh, you were wrong, sister. You were dead wrong for condemning my name, trying to shame me, trying to repudiate and reject me. I do not have to agree with your lifestyle. The United States of America gives you a right to rainbow gang. And so I must tolerate your right to rainbow gang, but I do not have to agree with it. Traditional black family advocate right here. Where are my traditional black family advocates at? Where are all my traditional black family advocates at? If you are a traditional black family advocate, you have to stand on your square and not let these European financed Negroes in our community. No European financed Negro is going to come and try to silence King Kong consciousness. I'm the main one helping our parents save our children, not you. Not you. I got receipts to prove my worth and my work. I got receipts to prove my worth and my work. I didn't come here for no drama, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna be bullied by any European financed Negro. You must be out of your mind. Who do you think I am? You can't control me with slander. You can't control me with repudiation. You can't control me with denigrating my name. I want everybody to know Black Lives Matter Pittsburgh chapter president tried to get me canceled. I don't even discuss rainbow affairs unless I'm asked about it. The Rainbow Nation is not my priority. The Rainbow Nation is not my priority. I'm repping for the 2 billion Africans of the planet Earth. I'm repping for the 2 billion Africans of the planet Earth. I'm repping for the 2 billion Africans of the planet Earth. And guess what? I don't support violence against nobody. And I ain't got a problem saying that. I don't support violence against nobody. That's right. That's right. I don't support murder unless it's for murder and sex abuse and child abuse. That's right. You have a right to live. You have a right to work. You have a right to a decent life. Nobody's stopping that. But marriage for me is between a man and a woman. You want to call me names because I believe marriage is between a man and a woman? You want to call me names and repudiate me and slander me because I believe marriage is between a man and a woman? Do you go ahead and do that? Do you go ahead and do that? Understand, overstand, and understand. Understand, overstand, and understand. Understand, overstand, and understand. I have never tried to cancel anybody from the Rainbow Nation. But people from the Rainbow Nation stay with my name in your mouth. I have no control over how you live your life, nor am I worried about it. I have no control over how you live your life, nor am I worried about it. But for you to be so selfish, to try to get me canceled from an event that needs my information, needs my expertise, needs my advocacy, needs my activism, that is selfish. You're basically saying black people should not benefit from Dr. Umar because he doesn't support this lifestyle. That is selfish. That's like a Muslim saying the Christians shouldn't come help the black community because they Christian. I don't try to stop y'all from doing what y'all do. If you think you helping out people, then do you. Then do you. I've never went anywhere and tried to get a rainbow ganger canceled. For what? For what? I ain't never tried to get y'all canceled for nothing. I simply disagree with the lifestyle, but you want to stop me from coming to Pittsburgh. This is King Kong Consciousness coming to you from Western Pennsylvania, Allegheny County.
All right, guys. So you heard what Umar Johnson had to say, and I didn't play the full video. If you want to go over to his channel and see the entirety of it, you're welcome to do so. But like I said, this isn't even an issue of BLM or Black Lives Matter for me. It is, to me, the hypocrisy of him talking about saving the black family and how he's the biggest advocate for traditional black families. And he wants to talk about the difference between what he's calling the Rainbow Coalition or whatever, rainbow bunnies or whatever the phrases are that he likes to use when it comes to talking about people in the LGBTQ community. Listen, him talking about being for traditional black families. So it's like a flex for him to say, I'm for men and women creating families. But yet his actions shows that he has been tearing families apart. His daughter was out here on social media exposing him. I believe he has a few of them, and it just doesn't look good. So if they chose to not move forward with him being on this platform that they were going to have him on, whatever the event was, whatever it is, they had the right to do so. And the people who were in leadership who decided not to move forward with him, it was their right to listen to what they had to say and say, yeah, you know what? We definitely don't want to go in that direction. So for him to come out to try to use the narrative around LGBTQ versus heterosexual homes and families, it's like, dude, what are you really doing? You're out here talking about you're going to have 2 or 3 wives, but yet you have multiple children by different women. That's not what people would label the traditional black family. Although we know there are a lot of black children that have been created by people, I will say, single, whether they were in a relationship at one time or not, or they were just doing what they were doing and children were created. We know a lot of children were created in that way. Is it ideal? No. So yeah, you could say you're for traditional black families, but yet you're not showing the example of that. It would mean more if that's the life that he was living, but he's showing he's not about that life. It's more of a broken homes reality for him, not traditional black families. So to me and a lot of other people, it just sounds like a lot of loud rhetoric and not real leadership. And then recently he was doing the $500 date with the doctor, which is just crazy. I don't know if anybody took him up on the offer. Can anyone let me know in the comments if anyone signed up? I would be interested to know. Hey, everyone has a right to spend their money how they want to spend it, but I'm just saying I would be interested to know if anyone took him up on the offer. So guys, let's just be beautifully honest. Is it possible, really, is it possible for someone like Umar to truly be an advocate for the traditional black family while it seems like he's created instability in his own personal life and with his own children? And, you know, it's easy to talk about saving the black family. Like anybody can talk a good talk, but it really means nothing if your own actions seems to have torn apart your own children. Like what's going on in your own family? It's similar to, but not exactly the same, but it is kind of similar when you have, let's say, a church and the pastor of the church is married and their house is like a freaking mess. The children are in turmoil. The marriage is trash. They're married, and in public, they're trying to showcase when they go to the church that all is well, but it's really hell up in that house. But then you want to be the leader of the church, preaching to these people, telling them what thus saith the Lord, but yet your own house is a mess. So it's like, what's really going on? But again, this just speaks to a lot of the hypocrisy that a lot of people say it just emanates from Umar, and it's a sad existence. But it just seems like he just keeps getting by because he didn't lose the building. I know I talked about that before and I hadn't talked about him in a minute. Somehow he got an extension to be able to save the building. It's not a school, it's a building. I don't know what the eventual plans are. He claims it's still going to happen, but it's been 15 years. Like, come on. He's gonna come up with something else to say that, well, yeah, I tried. You know, I gave it the old college try. It was 20 years, but they just didn't want me to do it. They didn't want to see a black man creating a black school in Delaware. I don't know. But this, with him talking about traditional black families and coming at BLM and trying to compare It's like you really are not in a position to talk about the traditional black family when your life has been completely a train wreck. So you really have no right to be talking about how you've helped so many people, because I just don't see the proof. You call it what you want to call it, but for me, this is just a big old mess, just as messy as his hair. So anyway, guys, I want to know what you think, so let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.